Vic Mignogna, I dedicate this anime review for you. Please, hold on, man. We're on our way to save you. Just hold on, buddy. We're on our way. Amen. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop187. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it's that time once again for another anime review. And I'm very darn sorry that I haven't done an anime review for a while, since my last anime review was truly Basilisk, one of my most favorite anime series of all time. Yeah, it's been a while, I know. But the reason why I gotta do this anime review for today is our favorite actor, our favorite voice actor, Vic Mignogna, is in trouble. And there's so many chaos going on that's, well, it's kind of a long story that's way too hard to explain. But I'll keep it nice and short. He got fired from the Funimation company for some unknown reason. He got involved with some type of crime that he did not commit. And there's too many voice actors who blamed him for whatever that crime was. That's all I could say. So Vic Mignogna is in trouble, ladies and dudes, and it's up to us, our dear beloved fans. We gotta save him. Somehow, in some way. And to tell you the truth is, for my next anime review that I need to do for today is Megazone 2-3 Part 2. And I will say about this OVA, it is somewhat an underrated anime OVA, but somewhat of a guilty pleasure type of OVA. I do understand it does have some flaws here and there, but at least it's a very enjoyable OVA to watch. At least it did continue on the story where the first one had took place. Well, after the events from number 1. Well, if you guys seen Megazone 2-3 or not. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, Vic Mignogna's, well, let's just say Funimation is not the only company that he did work in. He also worked in ADV Films. And I still miss ADV Films even to this day, because this poor company did get shut down. And that was a long time ago. And, well, you guys get the picture. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my next anime review of Megazone 2-3 Part 2. And let's just say I have nothing to say about the main plot of the story. All I could say about the main plot of the story, it did take place 6 months after the events from the first one. Shogo Yahagi got involved with a crime that he did not commit about what happened to his best friend, Tomomi. Tomomi got murdered by some crooks who had stolen her famous film. The film that will never be world premiered. Now it's up to Shogo Yahagi to clear his name, along with a big giant help by this cool looking punk group called the Trash. They need to take all the bad guys down to the count. All the cops, the CIAs, the government, and also the guy who is responsible for all this mess to happen for the last 6 months is that dude named BD. And that's all I could say about the main plot of the story. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this anime OVA? Well, for part 2 of Megazone 2-3. Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I really did enjoy number 2. I know it's not better than the first one, and I agree with you. It does has a few issues here and there. Like, the character designs for a few characters were pretty darn wrong. And I know the animation is a bit too weird for our taste. But there is some good things I do like about the OVA. I will say it had a pretty good storyline, or decent storyline for the most part. I will say the characters were pretty darn likable. I will say the best parts about the OVA are the supporting characters for Trash. I will say the animation is decent. I have hit and miss feelings with the character designs, just a couple of them, not a whole lot. I freaking love the voice cast for both English and Japanese alike. I do like the score, and I do like a couple of good, interesting songs here and there for this underrated OVA anime thing. Well, if you guys get the picture. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to the strongest points and the weakest points of Megazone 2-3 Part 2. I will say for my strongest points for this OVA are truly the supporting characters. All the members from Trash. I frickin' love these guys. They were the best part about this OVA. I mean, they are so much fun to watch. And I will tell you about a few of them in a moment for the character-wise. So yeah, for the main good strongest point for this OVA are the supporting characters, the guys who are known as Trash. And now let's go on to the weakest points of this OVA. I know there's a lot of weak points to be found, but I'll just go on with 2. One is, whatever happened to that cat that came from in the first OVA? And whatever happened to the other character who is a friend of Shogo and Yui? Okay, my first major weak point. Whatever happened to that cat? That cute little white cat that the girls had that came from in the first OVA. Oh, I really love that cat. That cat is so sweet and adorable and cute. But it sucks that they never mentioned that cat again. I love that cat. Says I'm a big cat lover, and I got Satan Sunny here with me. If you know what I mean. So yeah, that's my first major weak point for this OVA, and the second major weak point of this OVA is whatever happened to Mai? One of the girls who's a friend of Shogo and Yui. They never mentioned her in this OVA. I wonder what the heck happened to her. The last time we saw her is when she and Yui are gonna say their last final goodbyes, and they have to go their separate ways, and they'll never see each other again. I wish I know what the heck happened to her. And why did that daddy of hers never mention his little girl? Yep, that's a sad shame, don't you think? So yeah, my 2 main weak points in the movie is 1, whatever happened to that cat that came from the first OVA of the story, and also what happened to Mai. So that's all the major weak points I can find. I don't want to take away too much weak points. And now, let's go on to the characters. Okay, the first character I want to talk about is Lightning, played by our dear beloved Jason Douglas. I freaking love Jason Douglas. I know a few of his performances here and there for both ADB Films and Funimation. I mean, this actor is a very fun man, and I really love him playing fun and interesting characters, like Sonosuke from Peacemaker, and also those 2 anime gods. One from Dragon Ball Super, and the other is the 2nd season from Sayuki. I know one is called Lord Beerless, but I forgot the other dude's name. The guy who has the blue eye and the other the golden eye. Well, if you remember the second season of Sayuki, oh yeah, I freaking love Lightning. He's a really cool character. I love his personality, I love his attitude, and he had a good bromance relationship with Shogo. They were really good brothers. They knew each other so darn well, and I really liked their bond. So yeah, he's a pretty fun, interesting character overall. And also, I like the character named Guts. This big, fat, muscle-like dude who, he may be a bad A-word dude, but he's a fun, lovable guy at heart. I mean, he's so darn cute, he's friendly, he's very big and giant. And he's just a lovable dude. Well, what else I could say? So yeah, Guts, a really cool character overall. And the final character I want to talk about is Shogo Yahagi, played by our dear beloved Vic Mignogna. And yes, we all know Vic Mignogna for so many good roles. Like that hot-headed demon dude from Sayuki, Tatsunosuke Ichimura from Peacemaker, Edward from Full Metal Alchemist, and yes, Broly from all three of the Dragon Ball Z films and Dragon Ball Super Broly. Yeah. I know I should have picked one of those guys to be his best of the best, but I think Shogo Yahagi is truly my most favorite role that came from this very good actor. I freaking love Shogo Yahagi. He's a very cool, interesting character. I know his character design was so darn wrong for this OVA, but the only thing that matters for me for this character is his storyline, his personality, his attitude, his bad A-wordness, and his true feelings that he has for Yui. I mean, I really love this character to death, and he'll always be one of my most favorite characters of all time, for my own opinion. And my most favorite role that came from our dear beloved voice actor. I mean, this guy rocks. Big time. And I guess you could say that Shogo Yahagi is truly one of the most underrated characters that Vic Mignogna had ever played. If you know what I mean. So yeah, I love this guy overall. And now let's head on to my final thoughts of Megazone 2-3 Part 2. Overall, Megazone 2-3 Part 2 is a very good OVA. I will say it's somewhat underrated, but somewhat of a guilty pleasure for me. I will say the storyline is fine for the most part. I will say the characters are pretty darn likable. You know, for the members of Trash, they are pretty darn awesome. I will say the animation's okay. The character designs is a hit or miss. I really love the score and the songs and both of the voice acting for both English and Japanese dub alike. What else I could say? So for my rating for this anime OVA, I decided to give it a 7 out of 10. And I'm not sure if I ever want to do Megazone 2-3 Part 3. I haven't seen that one yet. For the ADV film wise, I know there are some other dubs out there who worked on this as well, if you know what I mean. And that's my whole entire anime review of Megazone 2-3 Part 2. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most favorite performance that came from Vic Mignogna? I know he had so many, but I'll let you guys decide for yourselves. So, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next movie review. And this is truly an underrated classic. So for my next movie review is Hercules. One of the most underrated Disney films of all time. And underrated films are my favorite type of movies. So be prepared for this one to come. And I'll see you guys later. And sayonara.